Quit your worrying, man. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna just take our worries away a little bit. And I don't care what you got going on, what you're going through. I don't care who you are. Everybody's going through something. And I've been thinking about it a couple of days. I actually wanted to do this a few days ago. It just, I titled it, Let's Just Have Some Fun, man. I got a couple of things. I'm going to be talking about things that's happened to me, things I thought about. And hey, I see we got the Griffins in the house. And without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring me up in this thing. And let me get this here real quick. Let me get this down. Man, Griffin, they might be just, y'all don't know how long y'all going to be here. But hey, I'm going to tell y'all straight up, man. Well, hey, I just do what I do every night. I just sit here and crack jokes with myself and get some watch time. I need some watch time. So I might just go live every night to talk. Just sit here and think about all the stuff I done thought about. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, Griffiths? How y'all doing? I'm over here knocking my stuff down, man. First of all, if we want to have some fun, let's have some fun with this here whole studio, man. Because, boy, they got me cooped up in a corner. And let me unshare this here. I don't even want this shared no more here. I think this is what I posted here. Yeah, make sure I ain't messing up nothing. Hey, but hey, it's your boy Rob, man. Welcome to the Points Blank Experience on this channel. It's real talk from a point blank perspective. And more importantly, it's more than a YouTube channel. It's an experience, baby. We do interviews here. We do trending topics. We come on and have fun. It's really just a variety channel. If I had to describe this one, I have several channels. I have Points Blank Travel, where we talk business. We talk about points, miles, credit. I have Investing with Rob. We talk about business. We talk about finance, personal finance. We talk about stocks, crypto, exchange traded funds. And I say, hey, I need a channel where I can just talk about whatever. And the birth of the Points Blank Experience happened. And here I am, man. And and I was out today, man. And I just, like I say, hey, I don't know who all gonna be in here. I don't know who all ain't gonna be in here. I'm figuring out some things. I've been doing a lot of research, man. I'm going to taking this YouTube class, not a real one, but I'm putting myself through one. I'm looking at a bunch of different stuff. And I've been saying it on the other channels. I haven't really had a chance to say it much on here, but I am looking at changing the viewer experience. I want the viewer to be able to just sit back and laugh and joke and have a good time and just really enjoy themselves. And one of the things that I saw that happen, it started with Points Blank Travel. It really didn't trickle down. This channel was always meant for fun, but it really didn't. On Points Blank Travel, it went from one stage to the next, and I don't think we kept the viewer experience in play there. So that's something I definitely want to focus on going forward. And anyway, man, I just want to have some fun, man. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, man. I'm on at Points Blank Travel, at Points Blank Network, and at Investing with Rod. I had one for the Points Blank Experience, man, but I can't remember the damn login. The password, obviously I know the login, but I tried the password. I thought I knew it didn't work. So, but I posted today, man. I went to this spot, y'all. And that's why I said we're going to have some fun. Y'all, if y'all had some funny stuff happen to y'all, please put it in the comments, man. I've been laughing. Trust me, I don't really need nobody to laugh with. But I went to this spot today, and I got to tell y'all about this spot, but I'm going to tell you what happened today. So it's a two-part story. I had this young lady who was messing up my sandwich that I was ordering. I'm at a sandwich shop where you get sub sandwiches. And she said, hey, after she messed up, she said, would you like a cup for some water? I said, of course. Yeah, why not? And I went over there, and just like most people, I mean, it really ain't got nothing to do with age, but like most people, at least most people I know, including myself, when they give you a cup for water, you go to that soda fountain, whatever they call it, wherever you're from, whatever region you're in. The last thing you think about is some water. You're going to get like some Coke or Sprite or Pepsi or Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb, whatever. But lo and behold, this place I was in today, they had all that, but they had Sprite, Coke, and everything up. But then I looked over, they had a Kool-Aid, a Kool-Aid. And, if you like me, they had red, blue, and purple. Now, in the store, if you go looking for red, blue, or purple, if you go ask, because you ain't going, they might not know what you're talking about now, you will see the pack. But red was tropical punch or strawberry, maybe cherry. In this case, it was tropical punch. Then you had the blue, which was some yeah, they had the Kool-Aid. Yeah, Quiver, they had the Kool-Aid, man. It's on Instagram. I posted it, man. So with this Kool-Aid, and they had the blue, I forgot what the blue was, and then they had grape. I went for the grape because when I was a kid, grape was always the sweetest, right? So then the lady who gave me the cup came over. She said, "Well, I gave you the cup for water." I said, "Oh, is that what it was for?" You you asked me, did I want a cup for water? You didn't say go put water in the cup. You just asked me, did I want a cup for water? I thought you just give me a cup. Just, hey, blame it on my age, ma'am, you know. And then I went into a whole other scenario. And I'm realizing more and more, yeah, blue raspberry. Yeah, that's what it blue something. The blue, oh man, y'all mean I gotta go back. Well, yeah, the place is called the Chiba Hut. And when I tell you what this means, it all came together when I started putting it. Took about 3 visits for me to put it all together, though. I'm gonna be real with y'all. And so I said, yeah, man, the more I've been taking off, you can get away with a lot of stuff the older you get, man. You just blame it on the age, man. You cut in front of not in your car, but like in the grocery store, you just cut in front of people. So man, I was watching some comedy the other day, and I just want to see if anybody, I ain't never thought about it until I heard a comedian say it. And then I found myself doing it today. It was almost a disaster. Have y'all ever seen an old person that walk with one hand behind their back? I don't know why. Like like especially if they walk a little fast. I don't know if it's to keep their balance. I don't know what it is. Well, today I found myself in the grocery store walking with one hand behind my back. Oh man, back in the day, I'm gonna pull it up, y'all. God dang, this song. Oh, maybe because it's just. Why? Hold up, man. Let me go. I know what it is. It's my style. Let me change it here, man. They got. Yeah, there we go, man. They had that in. Yeah, boy, I better quit talking about being a senior citizen. Anyway, man. So I found myself walking with one hand behind my back, and when I thought about it, I said, "Oh man, let me straighten up." Yeah, I guess it was helping me with my balance, but I almost lost my balance and fell up in the Celsius stand. At the corner, at the end, they had a whole Celsius display. I said, Lord have mercy, hopefully I gotta get out of here. So then this lady, I'm gonna pull it out. I don't remember how much I remember back in the day, the last time I remember paying for something, it was like 12 cents per pack. I want to say, anybody else remember how much Kool-Aid used to be? I remember it was like 12 cents or something like that. It might have got up to 25, but I think the last time when I was sent to the store to get something, like 12 cents. So y'all, I'm continuing my grocery store journey, right? And this lady had one of them little, I guess it's like a cart. I don't know what you call it, but and she had these little cups, these little cheese balls in them. I said, man, oh, what you got here? She said, oh, these are protein balls. We got Parmesan and cheese. I said, well, I'll try some Parmesan. She said, yeah, they're free samples. I said, oh, okay. Y'all, prepare yourself. This I ain't going to say no boulders. Just prepare yourself for a senior moment, a planned senior moment. So I said, hey, really? I said, so freestyle? I said, well, what aisle are they on? And she said, aisle 16, 15, whatever she said. I remember then. Well, they were pretty good. But the reason I asked her what aisle was they on, what did she say? She said they have free sample. What aisle are they on? On aisle 17. I went over to 17. Y'all got me a bag, just open them up. Don't y'all tell nobody, man. I'm walking around the store with a whole bag where they wasn't even heavy. I guess I don't even believe they had protein in them, first of all, but they was high. So I'm just eating them. It was good too. I get up to the self-checkout. I ain't even put them in the bag. And the lady just watching me. You know, I'm putting my little stuff in the bag. I still got my child walker. She said, hey, sir, are you gonna pay for the balls or puff ball? I said, No, that lady back there said they was giving free hours away on aisle 17. So I went and got me a free sample. I went and got I didn't know I had to pay. What you mean pay for this? I would have never get. Oh boy. Don't y'all try that and blame it on Rod. Though I'm just gonna say, don't try that and blame it on me, man. That's just what I did. But see, that's what they be thinking. I'm older than probably everybody in there, but I think on the fly quicker than anybody. When we first got married, it was about 10 cents a pack. Right now, what? Hey, who own Kool-Aid, man? Do people even buy Kool-Aid anymore? I mean, I don't, I'm sure people do, but do they buy like they used to? Is it worth investing in? Speaking of which, I'm thinking about investing in, about to make I ain't gonna even talk about it. I gotta keep looking at it. I gotta, what they call that? Not talking in it. Yeah, speaking into existence, but what they call it, manifested. I gotta manifest. I'm about to make a move, I think. All right, man. Hey, man, I want to talk about 5 things that I think need to be changed, man. I just want to see if the 3 people in here agree with me. You know, and I want to have some fun, but this is going to be serious, but we can make it some of it into fun. But first and foremost, and this ain't fun, this is serious to me anyway. One of the things that I think that needs to be changed right away, like these are the things I would change if I was the head dude, if I was the big dog. First, free healthcare for everybody, man. Y'all, I got a bill when I was moving. I ain't even open it. I ain't open it. I was just shredding stuff. So I said, man, what is this? Man, I don't even remember what I was in the hospital for. Man, it was like 9 days. It was $109,000. I don't even. Whatever I was in there, I know it wasn't neurology. It had nothing to do with my head. I should remember why I was there, but I don't even remember why I was there. But 100,000? I walked in here like I had $100. Free health. I mean, if we want to keep the nation strong and growing, won't we make the things that keep us strong and growing free? It just makes sense to me though. But that's if I was the head dude. That's just, y'all free to put in the comment, man. Don't be shy. No, we ain't got but 3 people here. Even if you watch the replay, man. Speaking of watching the replay and all that good stuff, if you just popped in here and you ain't never been here, ain't no rules. Say what you want to say in the comments. Just be respectful of others. Hit that little black subscribe button down there. Hit that bell. Select all so you don't miss out on future videos. Yeah, City Griffin said agree with that. Yeah, man, free healthcare. So the second one. Now I'm gonna see if anybody can guess this. I'm gonna describe it. Then I want to see if y'all can guess what it is. Like I said, we're gonna have some fun. So it is kind of like the Gong Show. It's the Rod Show though. So what I'm describing, they charge a whole lot of money for it. But they do have loans available for this big purchase you're about to make. But then when you make this big purchase, you're not guaranteed you're going to be able to pay back the loan that you got to make this big purchase. And then for all this, for the big purchase, you're going to get a loan. You're not guaranteed to be able to even get a job with it. And they're going to give you a title and a piece of paper. Can anybody guess what that is? I think we need to change it. I didn't say get rid. We need to just change it. If I was the head dude, I'm gonna tell you, hey, what's up, Letitia? How you doing? Griffin speaking to Letitia in here. So, I mean, that's the question. What am I talking? Higher education. The Griffin's got it. I would change higher education, man. You go to some countries, it's free. At least make it cheaper. Make it like. They don't charge us. They charge somebody. The taxpayer is paying for it. But you go to high school free. Now we want our people to keep up with other places, other geographical locations. But you got to spend a whole lot. I don't know how everybody in the world do it, but I know there are countries out there where you don't have to pay for higher education. So I would change that, man. Everybody go to college the college, you got to pay. Do something else, man. Let's get a GoFundMe account do something. Something, man. All this, people getting $120,000 loans, get a degree, go and do the best they know how from what they learned in this school for an interview and can't even get a job. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I changed that. All right. The next one, man. If y'all don't agree with me on this, boy, I should run because with these 5 things alone, I might win, man. So free higher education, free medical, and this food. Now I don't expect no free food, man, because somebody got to watch the cows and the chickens and grow the vegetables and the rice and all that stuff and make up stuff and all that. But we got to have somebody make the chickens bigger than they used to be. We got to have people like that. I understand we got to pay for it, but can there be a cap on this food, man? How do eggs go from $1.89 to $6.99? I mean, then they came up with an excuse that everybody believed. I don't know if I believe it, man, but they said that the birds caught the flu. All the chickens caught the flu. How in the hell do you get the whole country to believe that? All the chickens caught the flu at the same. I mean, I guess you can. So we're gonna raise the price of eggs. Hell, the way they spitting out eggs, we couldn't just like control the eggs we got and keep them in the same price. Man, you don't need no dozen. You only get 6 and keep them in the same price. We ain't got to raise the price. See, that's the trickeration going on, man. That's the trickeration that's going on, man. All right, so I capped the food prices, man. I'm gonna win, man. I might run in 2036 if that's one of the years you can run. Now, I think if you got a job, man, you shouldn't have to work so many hours to get a day off. You working for money. What the hell do a day off got to do with a job? I mean, do you have any PTO? I ain't never had no job with no PTO. The military didn't have PTO, and the car dealership didn't have no PTO. At the car dealership, if you wasn't there, you wasn't making money. That's your PTO. Military, you had to request to be off. It was that easy. I got to work 6 months to get 2 days off. Tell me, add up, man. I mean, I ain't no mathematician, but that don't add up to me, man. I'm just saying, I ain't never been to it. Is that how it works? No, you got to work so many hours. I mean, y'all, the people there, if y'all watch the replay, put it in the comments after the live is over because. So if I was the head dude, man, I would get everybody that got a job, a full-time job. I don't care what you do, what your title is, what your pay scale is. I don't care. Everybody would get 30 days off paid vacation a year. Yeah, that's what they gave me in the military. We earned it. I mean, we worked for it, but it wasn't about no rank and this height and that width and all that. It was just everybody got 30 days off. And if nothing else, everybody was happy about that. I mean, then when people ask for time off, they don't even want to give you the time you have. No, man, we need you that day, Rod. Shit, y'all don't need me. Excuse my language, but yeah, what you mean you need me? What am I gonna be doing that I ain't doing that nobody else can do? Nah, Rod, we need you, man. That's all they keep telling you too. We need you. Why? Why? Then you go try to mess up. Then you really, you can have all the days off because you ain't got no job. Now the next 2 things, I don't know about this. I might lose a couple of states with this one. Now, if I was running for office, I might lose a couple of states. The next thing I would do is get rid of these group chats because everybody don't know how to use them, man. Have you ever been asleep? In some kind of way, you done found yourself in the family group chat, and Aunt Betty don't know who to text her, and don't see that there's 55,000 people in this little circle, and she go reply, "Who is this?" And it go to 55 people and wake up the whole family. I mean, don't act like it's just me, man. I'm telling you, everybody don't know how to use group text. There need to be a group text class before you can create one. And then Oh, we got all this other dumb stuff out here. That's for real, man, because everybody don't know how to use them, man. Or they thinking they texting, they boo, and don't let it be nobody. What you wearing? And then I wake up, what you mean? Why wasn't Betty asking me what am I wearing, man? Don't act like I'm the only one. You got to go to a class. I wouldn't get rid of them, but we got to go to class. So it just need to be changed. Now, this one here, man, I think I mean, it is freedom of speech, so I can't get rid of this one, though. But I think it should be a fine every time somebody say it. We can't get rid of it, but it's certain things that you can't say in certain places. Like you can't curse everywhere or cuss if you're from where I'm from. You can't do that. I mean, you ain't going to jail, but you just don't supposed to do it. You can't be at the Thanksgiving table and right after grace throw up a 4-letter word and everybody gonna be cool with it. You just don't do it. So I think it need to change, man. It is what it is. Boy. And then for about 4 days straight, I found myself saying it, man. It is what it is. Well, what is it? The time it takes to say that, you could have said something, man. You could tell somebody, man, I just walked out the door, man, and my drawers was on fire, man. Luckily, the sprinklers were on. I jumped in there, man, put it out. Hey, man, it is what it is, dog. I done legalized that real quick. All right, so that's that, man. Now, a couple other things, man. Is it me, man? We need some more people here, man. Somebody need to call somebody, man. I need some feedback, man. I don't mind. I live alone, so hell, I'm used to this. As long as I got this coffee here, I need to find a damn senior citizen trick for these places because they getting me. Have y'all ever thought, man, that I'm speaking to my brothers and sisters. And maybe other people too, but I'm just going by what I know. Do y'all we be wanting credit for the wrong stuff sometimes, man? I would watch it, now that I quit working, I have a lot of free time. I mean, I do. I mean, it's kind of go hand in hand. But so I be on this social media stuff, man. I be seeing some stuff. I'm too cheap to go get the verses, so I just wait till the highlights come out, And Birdman talking about he was the first to do it, the first to have tattoos on his face and diamonds in his mouth. Who the hell want credit? Who want credit for that? I mean, there's so many firsts. I want to be the first dude that figured out how the peanut got in the shell, or did the chicken come before the egg or something, man. I don't want to be the first dude that got tattoos. God, boy. I thought I was tripping, man. If it's y'all past y'all bedtime, man, at least something you can watch tomorrow at work. If you're bored, if you want to go to sleep, whatever. I thought, man, maybe it was just me, man. It had to be. Now I'm gonna go through a couple of things, man, that just been popping up in my head, man. That I was watching something or see something, it just made me think about my youth growing up. What we got here? Griffin left. Is it me or does everything you ask somebody, like let's just say somebody eating some exotic? Like to me, exotic is an alligator or a frog leg. Why everything gotta taste like chicken? No, it don't, man. I mean, I done been got a couple times. Hey, man, I'm not even a chicken fan, but hey, man, I ain't never had frog legs. That ain't happening. Now, you gotta fool me on that one. But alligator, man. My brother had some fried alligator. We was at some Cajun spot. So I say, man, what is that? He say alligator. I said, it tastes like chicken, man. Let me try it. And it kind of did. It kind of did. But then I went back and got me a whole order. Then that one couple bites did, but I went back and got a whole order. I don't know what it tastes like. It didn't. Anyway, man, I just wonder why everything got to taste like chicken. Hey, who is it? That just your favorite couple good eating rock. What up? Hey, your favorite couple. I know y'all can relate to some of this stuff, man. I'm just over here thinking about things that just been happening, man. This ain't nothing formal. We ain't talking about no business. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, but now, what are the things, man? It just popped. Don't ask me why, man. I was riding down the street. It just popped in my head. I think I was sitting at a red light, man. And have y'all? It's a automotive part that if you from the hood or even the neighborhood that go in the old school car. I don't even know if they still have them, but it's called a catalytic converter. I don't know what it do. I don't think half the people that put it in cars knew what it did back then. But they probably had an issue because why everybody call it the Cadillac converter? Like I can't even get it out. The automobile hey man, what you need is a Cadillac converter. So you go up to back then, there wasn't no auto zones and O'Reilly's. It was Napa and Bill's Auto Parts. You go up there, hey man. Luckily, if you in the same town, you can get away. Don't go to no other city or no other town. Hey man, I need a Cadillac converter. What? Cadillac converter? What you trying to convert your Cadillac to, man? Man, I'm telling you, man. They're just y'all, boy. This retired life, man. I have too much time to be thinking, man. Red lights. Now, hey, y'all, this one thing, and I found myself doing this too, though, man. Have y'all ever been invited to a party or a barbecue? And it's got to be a roll call before you decide whether you go or not. Like for real, like a high school, junior high, third grade, whatever. A roll call. Who all over there? Hey, is Cutting Eddie over there? Yep. And you just take it either a mental note or you got a piece of paper, whatever you doing back then. Even now. And and then why everybody gotta have a nickname? What about old Big Mouth Shirley? She over there? Hey, why can't you be Shirley? Yeah, she here. That's 2 strikes, boy. One more strike, you ain't going. It gotta be a roll call. How about we're gonna get to the food though, but just go and have a good time. You're around people you know, or how many of them little badass kids over there? That's automatic strikeout because 1 is too many. Well, 2 is too many. But I don't know, boy, about 10, 12, 15. Ow. Then you gonna tell them a story. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to make it, man. You know, my Cadillac converter been acting up on my car. I'm just saying, man, the stuff. I'm just thinking back to the stuff I've heard, and now that I'm dissected it, how the little stuff, man, that just didn't make no sense. Or you do decide to go because everybody that you didn't want to be there ain't there, and you decide to go. I'm gonna see if anybody can get this. If you go, and I asked one person, but if you go into a party or bar, well, no, not a party. Let's say it's coming up. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But Thanksgiving coming up. You go to a Thanksgiving dinner, you say it's gonna go 1 or 2 ways, but usually it ain't the good way. It's gonna be the other way. Who cooked the dress? What does that mean? When somebody say who cooked the greens, it could go 1 or 2 ways. Who cooked the greens or the dressing could be translated the not so probable way, or they taste good, or who cooked the dressing and the green? Hey, you know, this dressing tastes like some stove top of dough. Hey, you ain't heard that from me. I mean, this boy, I'm telling you, man, I just think back. I don't know who came up in here with these glory greens and tried to add some of that Tony Chacharons on it and make it taste good. You know, y'all, man, I'm telling you, boy, I needed this laugh though, man. The Griffin said everybody don't need to be cooking. Yeah, man. But the way they be asking, though, hey, who could, and then they be trying to make it, and then you go, oh, it's gonna always be one of the wrong people, one of them uncles that don't supposed to hear it, they can blackmail you. I was thinking about some sayings, man. Some BS sayings that I've heard over the years, man. Just some sayings that people have told me that at one point they made sense in my life, and then as I got older, they make no damn sense at all. If you're from the South, I just want y'all to picture. Close your eyes, close one eye, don't close no eyes. I don't care how you picture, but have you ever been offered what I'm about to say and thought it was appeasing or appetizing, however you want to say it? Because I remember growing up and somebody asked me this question, and I remember falling for the bait, but now I probably, boy, I had to come back. Have you ever been offered some hog head cheese? If you're from the South, you know what I'm talking about. Hog head cheese. Oh my God. That don't even add up, man. I just want to, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. We asked to find out if we need to skip it or not when we see it. Oh, they honest. The Griffins told the truth. They honest, man. That's the honest truth right there, man. Don't nobody, hey, what's up, Journey on the Go-Go? Don't nobody be up in there talking about, hey, who cooked the dressing because it tastes good? They eat, especially no people that look like me, that you ain't getting too many props. They gonna find something wrong with your food, man. You could have, what's that dang on tire that's not a restaurant award? The Michelin. You could have a Michelin dressing award. They go, you know, she got too much celery up in this drink. They gonna find something wrong with it. Hey, I can't cook, man. You should just watch my grandma. I can't cook nothing. If you got to mix it up, Rod ain't doing it. Now, I'm gonna talk about some translations, man, because I was thinking about, you know, because I was gonna give me some what's that lady name? Not the one on the back of the book, Rosetta Stone. I was gonna learn me another language in all this free time I got, and I was like, hell, keeping up with English is hard enough. I can't even keep up with this language because, you know, they people starting to call me different things than they used to call me. Hey, what up, school? School? Who the hell are you talking to? You know, or so I said, man, you know, I'm just gonna think about this and before I spend my money. And then I said, hold up, man. And then I started thinking about how difficult our language can be. You know, just picture this here, man. You got a dude from a different country. His name is Darren from London. And Darren said, hey, man, I was on the flight and I heard that there was a place here called Spring Creek Barbecue. How is that? Oh, man, I ain't been there in a minute. And in a minute, oh, well, how was it? Was it still warm? You know, he's going to be all effed up. He going to think you really meant 60 seconds. A minute to us could be, I ain't been there in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. I ain't been there in a minute. I'm just saying, I might need to just stick to English. I don't even think I got all the words in English right yet. I know I don't. And then, have you ever been in a car, man? Then you got to interpret stuff too. Have you ever been in a car and you driving? It could be somebody your age, usually somebody probably older. And they ask you this question. You driving, you know where you're going. You done told them where you're going. Everybody in the car know where we're going. We're going over Aunt Mary's house. And you just driving. And they ask you, hey, where you say we going again? That's what I'm just gonna look at them. I'm probably not gonna even answer because it's just gonna piss me off to even have to answer the question. Translation, you missed your turn 2 turns back. I don't know why you're listening to that navigation. You should have been paying attention and learned how to read a map. That's what somebody old gonna tell you. I'm telling you right now. You're listening to that little woman talk to you. She got you going all around the block. You need to reach around. I'm telling you, it's a whole nother language, a whole nother conversation, and everybody knows. And Journey on the Go-Go, welcome in, man. Y'all tap in, man. Hey, if y'all had something funny happen to you, man, today I ran into a Kool-Aid machine. I got a post in my phone that I ran into the other day. All I'm gonna tell you is I went into a restaurant. I thought a dude had passed away, but he had. Only in my world. So moving right along here, man. Anybody other than Rod ever heard of this? What is making groceries? Like when I grew up, we go into the grocery store. I had friends in the Navy. Hey, man, I'm ready to go make some groceries. I honestly didn't know what he was talking about. I thought maybe he had been drinking or something. You know, we were in the Navy. I said, "You going to do what?" He said, "I'm going to make some groceries." I'm like, "Man, how do you make groceries?" "I'm going to buy some." "Oh, okay." I just wondering, anybody ever heard of that other than me? I just never heard of that in my life. I'm looking at this time here too, man. One of the things I was thinking about today, because I got my business mind on right now, man. And we ain't talking business. I'm just thinking about still having some fun here. But I got my business hat on, man. I'm looking for a good investment. I don't have nothing to do. There's nothing to do with, no hands on. It's kind of tough, man, but it's possible. Oh Lord, man, my stomach growling. Did y'all hear that? Hopefully y'all didn't. If you didn't, you know now. I done told everybody. But anyway, so I thought about this idea, man. One of the best business ideas. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if anybody bold enough, other than the Griffins, to put and Journey on the Go-Go. Put it in the chat. What do you think? Just off the cuff, not even a lot of thought. You think one of the best investments in history ever been, where you just put a little bit of money up and you have the potential to, when I say, I'm not talking about millions and billions and all that, we're talking about just say you put $1 up and you get $5 back. We keeping it simple. You just 4 or 5 times your money. And I'm not worried about no stock market, no crypto. They say ain't got nothing to do. I'm talking about something you probably ain't gonna, none of y'all gonna think of. And I'm gonna give y'all about 20 seconds because I don't want to waste a lot of time here and keep y'all here just because I ain't got nothing to do. Got about 10 seconds. I know I think my clock a little off. All right. One of the things that I thought about, and I want y'all, if you're old enough, you may not be older if you aren't Google it or AI it or do whatever you do these days, Siri it or Alexis or whatever. A jukebox. That had to be one of the biggest. I'm not gonna call it a ripoff because you know you got other things that fall in that category, but think about a jukebox. And back in the day, owning a jukebox. I remember my uncle had a juke joint. That's what they called it back in the South. But he had a jukebox, and it would be a guy come there every couple of weeks, once a month, and he would change out records. If a record, he wouldn't know which ones to change out, but ones to leave in. If he left it in, didn't cost you any money. If he had to replace it, it cost you money. So let's just say back then you was paying $1. I'm just gonna keep this simple, $1.45. So it wasn't a whole album, and there was a little 45, a little single. $1. And you charging people anywhere from 10 to 25 cents per listen. Every time this song played, you gotta, let's just say a dime, a quarter. We're gonna say a quarter, because I remember it was a quarter. It just takes 4 times for that song to be played, ladies and gentlemen. 4 times. I ain't talking about no Spotify. I ain't talking about no MP4s and earbuds and all this things they got going on today. I'm talking about 4 times, 25 cents a time. You get your one, you paid $1 for this one little record. I grew up when Billie Jean was on 45. I grew up when Thriller, Beat It, Purple Rain, Let's Go Crazy, Little Red Corvette, 1999. obviously the singer got their money. But think about the Rod, the Griffins, the Journey on the Go-Go's, the Your Favorite Couples, Letitia, anybody else in this live, just a regular person that got a jukebox. And you had about 50, 60, 70 records in there. Now, all of them are going to be a hit. I'm telling you right now. But the top hits were going to be there. And one thing I learned about people that went to juke joints back then, my uncle owned one, and then I did blues night. I DJ blues night at this club for some unbelievable reason. I'm gonna be like T-Pain and said, blame it on the alcohol, because they wanted to hear the same song over and over and over. You could go in there. Anybody ever been to it? Tell me if I'm lying. You can hear members only. I'm thinking about a song, members only. On a Sunday, you might hear members only 15 times on a Sunday. Times 25 cents, there's 4, there's 3, there's 12. 4, give me about $4, $5 off that, about $4, a little less than $4 off that. I don't know, I already quadrupled my money in one day. One day. Just something to think about, man. This is the kind of things I be thinking about, man. But you know, I said let's have some fun. And it's funny because I bet you, I know I ain't never thought about that. And I bet it's a lot of people that ain't never thought about that. A couple other things I'm gonna get ready to raise up out of here. Some of these things, I just want to see if anybody else ever heard this here. I know some of them I have, some of them I haven't. Now, do y'all think this is a true statement? I'm gonna ask because this is something they say that Black people say, but I think all people say this. But I just want to see if is it really true that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? Meaning, or I've heard birds of a feather flock together. I don't know if I agree with that all the time because let's say I know some bona fide nuts in the world that have parents, siblings, and other family members that are beyond normal, beyond intelligence, smarter than smarter can be. So is it true that the apple don't fall far from the tree? Is that really a fair statement? Or let's just say you have a group of people and everybody is thugs, but you got one person that's really not a thug, but they're trying to fit in. But yet they'll say birds of a feather flock together. Is that true? Now, will that individual that's so easily coerced go and do something crazy just to fit in? Probably, maybe not. We don't know. But I don't know if I would always say that's the case. But and Journey on the Go-Go, thank you for chiming in. She said facts, and then also said most of the time that the far don't fall far from the tree, and then said it depends. It really does. You know, I just wondered that because that was one of the things that. But now this one got me here, man. This one really had me thinking, though, man. And I'm gonna break down my interpretation. Y'all may have a whole different interpretation, but it says that every shut eye ain't sleep. I should read, I can't read this like they got it typed because they got it typed like I'm getting some shut eye, like I'm getting some sleep, but it's really every shut eye, like it should be 2 words, ain't sleep. Is that true? My interpretation of this is I'm not thinking about somebody really being sleeping. Are their eyes really open? Are they half open? Do they have sleep apnea? Do they got a CPAP under the bed? I don't care about none of that. I'm thinking about the people that are awake. I'm watching not only what I'm saying, but I'm watching what's being said. I can guarantee you Most of the time when I'm in public, and most of the time I'm rarely on my camera in public. Every shut eye ain't sleep, because when I'm paying the most attention is when I'm appearing not to be paying attention at all. Let that sink in. Let that marinate. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back or the people watching the replay. I am actually paying more attention when I'm appearing not to be paying attention at all. That's when I'm paying the most attention to you. Not saying when I'm paying attention, I'm really engaged, that I'm not. But just because I may not be responding, just because I don't have a comeback, doesn't mean I'm not processing or analyzing, or you may not even know I'm hearing your conversation, which is one of the little sayings. I'm over there quiet as a church mouse. Over there in the little corner right in, you can hear a mouse piss on cotton. I'm that quiet. I'm zoned in. They could be talking about a hot stock. I ain't gonna ask no questions. I ain't gonna pull out my phone and start typing what they're saying. I had an iPhone up here. My mom developed an iPhone up here before there was ever an iPhone. And we all have one. And that's your mind. I'm processing everything they tell me. Or they're not even telling me. They're telling me they don't know they are. So I believe every shut eye ain't sleep. But if you ever hear that, don't always think about, oh man, maybe he or she ain't sleep. I shouldn't be on my, man, I ain't thinking about that. I'm thinking about it in other manners now. Moving right along here. Now this one here, I'm very guilty of this, but I wonder, is it really a problem? The Griffin said, got to use that when you can hear a mouse piss on cotton. Oh, I got some sayings, man. I'm really from the country, really. And the funny thing is, I didn't even try to change my accent. Some people, you don't even have an accent. I think I have a combination of a Southern and a California accent. I don't know what you call it, but I can hear it with certain words. But I got some sayings for you. And one of the things that made me think about this, I was watching Angie Poole, and she just cracked up when I used to say something. We had our lunchtime combo. What did you just say? And I may hit a couple of them, but we've all, I know I'm guilty of this, but have you ever heard the saying, don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing? What is everyone's interpretation of it? Do you do that? Are you guilty? I know I am. I do it every day. It's hard not to do if you're a content creator. I'm going to tell you right off the bat. Number one, most of the ideas that content creators, and I'm speaking from Rod's perspective, not speaking for everyone. Most of the things that Rod comes with, he thinks is the greatest idea since sliced bread. If he's not ready to put it out there, he's ready to tell somebody about it. But the people I'm telling about it, I trust them. I know I ain't worried about it. But sometimes we get so excited that we may excite the person that normally wouldn't even say anything, but they're so excited for us. Sometimes I'm gonna hit one of them old school sometimes. Sometimes they just ease it right on by. And before you know it, you'd have told them in confidence, man, hey, I got this, man, I'm thinking about this new series I'm about to drop. Oh man, that's dope right there. And they ain't even thinking about, hey man, that's a good idea. You know, Rob was just talking about doing so. Oh, snap. Now we got a domino effect. We got multiplication going on, man. Oh man. He said, what's the saying you had about bologna? See, now that's another thing. I don't understand. I ain't never understood this, never will. It's bologna, but you know, we at one point we call it bologna. So Bobby bologna, Louis lunch meat, salmon salami. You know, that was just stuff, man. Well, I grew up in Arkansas, man. We didn't have Six Flags. We didn't have We had two flags. We had the flags at the school, the U.S. flag and the state flag. We had no Six Flags. We had a high school baseball, football, basketball, track, and then all the other teams. Teams I ain't go to them sports. All we did was stood on the corner, man. And you heard all these sayings, man. Like I recently, every once in a while it'll slip out, but it's almost like I got to be talking to someone from the South, like, or kind of sort of one from, like, if I go home, they don't say man, they say, hey, what up, man? Like MANE, like a lion's mane. And I'll come back, hey, what up, man? I won't even be there 2 hours. I'm right into it. So, the group, hey man, I forgot all about it because it just, like I told Andrew one time, we started a live. Andrew like, hey, co-host, how you doing? I'm like, man, I'm like a buzzard, man. I can't kill nothing, won't nothing die. She's like, wait, whoa, what did you just say? I said, and before I know it, I'm mumbling it because that's how I'm from. They know what I'm saying, but anybody else, I'm like a buzzard. I can't kill. I'm gonna say it in a formal way. I'm like a buzzard. I can't kill anything, and there's not anything that will die. But that ain't how we say it. I'm like a buzzard. I can't kill nothing, won't nothing die. How does a buzzard eat? Let y'all figure out the rest. So basically, I'm not having a good day. That's kind of what you said. I don't know why. They didn't just say they're not having a good day. I guess it was code words. Now, I ain't making light of this, but I'm just wondering why. Why? Why does it happen? Maybe it's supposed to happen, but I just often wonder why. And if I offended anybody, I apologize in advance. But I know when I grew up, man, I had a lot of people in my family that thought they could sing. That not at the crib, not in the mirror, not in the car, not in the yard, not in all the places where nobody would hear them but them. All of them thought they could sing in a public place. And this public place was church, man. And I often wonder, man, I never got a chance to ask none of them. I'm going to find one of them to ask, though, soon. But right before the song, they always, y'all pray for me. Now I kind of know why, but at the time I was thinking, well, why? We got to pray because they already know you can't sing. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't going to say it because you get knocked by 3 pews back. Anybody know what a pew is? I know they probably call it rows nowadays, but in the South, they used to call them pews. You get knocked 3 pews back, man. Anyway, man, I ain't going to even dwell on that. But I'm going to get ready to get up out of here. We've been on here about 53 minutes, man. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes. Let me see if I say anything, y'all. Now, how many people believe this? I'm curious because this is one of the oldest sayings, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm a penny saved is a penny earned. Let me say that again. A penny saved is a penny earned. How many people agree with that, or disagree with that, or think it's stupid, or it don't make sense? I never thought about it. I'm just curious. A penny saved is a penny earned. A penny saved is a penny earned. Well, while y'all thinking about it, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it. All right. I like what the Griffins came through in the clutch. Agree. You got to start somewhere to get somewhere. That's a good way to look at it. You got to start somewhere. And if you right now, if you're in the mindset that think a penny, they're getting ready to stop making pennies. So don't always look at this as a penny. Think of it as right now, $1 saved is $1 earned. A lot of people will have the mindset, well, hey, it take a lot of dollars to get to 20. I think that sometimes, because when I do investing with Rob, when I'm investing those dollars, they stay there. And I go back, I'm like, man, I ain't even got a quarter of a share, but I'm doing $1 at a time. But then I'll have days like today, I'll go back and look at a stock that I've been putting $1 in for a while, and I have 2-3 shares in. So the moral of that, a penny saved is possibly a penny earned. A penny saved, if you're going to complain about it and not do nothing about it, and it's not a lot of money, and you're not going to find a way to make it a lot of money to whatever you think is a lot of money, you're right, it's not a penny earned. But if you take that penny and you say, hey, I'm not going to even put an amount on this, but I'm going to make this penny turn into something, even if it's 2 pennies. I'm going to make this $1 turn into 2. And you make that commitment, you will get such a joy from fulfilling a commitment that you made to yourself. The dollar amount is not going to matter. Then you're going to find yourself in a snowball effect. It won't be a penny saved as a penny earned. It won't be $1 saved as or $1 earned. I watched a video today. My homegirl, Lisa J. Stocks, just shot a video today. She just accumulated $100,000 in one of her accounts. And she has a challenge where she was doing $10 a day. It can be done. This ain't about finance. I just wondered if what y'all thought about a penny saved, penny earned. Moving on, man. This here is true here, boy. This here, man, we got to work on this here, man. Some people call it poker face. Some people call it faking the funk. But I'm going to tell you what my phone is saying, and they used to say where I'm from, man. A hit dog will holler. I'm showing how country I am right now, but a hit dog will holler. Let me translate that for the people in the back. If a dog been hit, it's going to scream. It's going to squeal. It's going to make a sound. A person can try to act like something's not going on, something's not wrong or whatever. But if you pay enough attention to them, a hit dog will holler. It may not be a loud holler. It may be a silent one. You may not even hear anything. But there's a form of communication. We got all this AI, all this technology. We got all this YouTube and all these things we can look at. Let's start looking at some of the stuff that may help us. Nonverbal communication. How can I know if something's not right with somebody I care about? Now, don't turn into what's that dude's name with the trench coat and the magnifying glass, Sherlock Holmes. Don't be Sherlock Holmes talking about, hey man, I've been watching so-and-so, and then you had a whole family tripping, and no, don't do that now. But similar to the saying here in South Carolina, if you throw a rock under a porch, a dog that did something gonna holler. There you go. If you throw a rock under a porch, a dog that did something is gonna holler. I'm gonna mute my phone. I'll mute this here real quick. Sorry about that, but yeah, man, I got people calling me. I'm live and stuff, but yeah, if you throw a rock on the porch, the dog that did something gonna holler. That's true, man. Sometimes you don't even have a person will tell on themselves. So I definitely think that's true. A person will. Let's see. Here's another one, man. I've heard this all my life, but I'm starting to wonder, is it really true as I've gotten older? A hard head makes a soft behind. Is that really true nowadays? No, it used to be. It used to be. But with the way that society is now, does a hard head make a soft behind, or do we make the fall not so tough anymore? I just wonder. I'm thinking thinking about different things, thinking about uh, just do we is that the case? There's a hard tell because I mean I just look at everything that's I think sometimes, man, now, and y'all tell me again, this is Rod's perspective. And we having fun, but a lot of time the way I look at stuff is hilarious anyway. But if we got people that's going getting in trouble for the same old thing over and over and over and over, it's a hard tale. Whatever, making a soft behind. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's the case no more, man. I'm just saying though. Now one thing, man, this ain't on my list. I just thought about this here, man. Why? I ain't gonna say I ain't never been guilty of it, but I probably have. I'm sure I have. So I'm gonna say I have. But why do we borrow money and then get mad when it's time to pay it back? To the people that we borrowed it from, we get mad at. I notice I said we because I'm pretty sure I've done it. Now you'll borrow, I'm gonna say $200. But you get mad when you try to pay them back $20 at a time, $50 at a time, whatever. But they didn't loan it to you $50 at a time. Is that right or is that wrong? I'm just curious. Have you ever done that? Or what do y'all have any thought about that? Or am I tripping? Or I'm not the one that had self experience that because it just that's another thing, man. Why does money have to create? I know we know why, but if somebody help you out in a jam, man, if somebody help you out in a tough spot, why you got to trip with them and not give them their money back? Because you never know, man. I'm a firm believer. Now, I don't know what saying this going to be. I might make up a saying. But I'm going to say it in everyday term right now. The same person you trip with paying their money back might be the same person you may have to go back and get money from a second or third or fourth time. So I think they talk about burning bridges. I don't going to damn some bridges. Don't go screw the people you may need in the future. This the 2025. Don't burn the bridge. Don't go screw the people that you may need in the future. Because in the way things are now, people ain't really giving too many second chances. I'm talking about right now. I'm just speaking of somebody loaning money. I ain't talking about no relationships and all that. I'm not no marriage counselor, no relationship. I'm talking about people loaning people money. They be so thankful when we loan it to them. What up, Trap, man? I almost hit you a Trap, man. I'm like, hey, boy, Trap, man. I know you can touch on this topic. I'll drop this link in a heartbeat. Trap, what I'm talking about right now, I'm just talking about old school stuff, new school stuff. But I'm talking about right now when you loan now, if this person know you're in a financial situation and you say, hey, man, let me hold $200 to the first. Don't wait till the 31st if you know you're in a situation in the 25th. Go ahead and talk to them. Hey, man, they already know you're in a damn finance. Now, they may not understand. They may not be the coolest piece of ice in the freezer. But they may understand. They may not just let you know they understand so you don't make this a habit. So if I ever been, and I have been in that situation, I want to let a person know as soon as I know. I'm not going to wait till the 31st to tell them I can't pay them on the first, or wait till the worse than that, avoid them on the first and try to answer they call on the third. Come on, man. I sound like I watched a comedian say they were doing Joe Biden. Come on, man. Oh, let me hit my that thing here. But I'm just saying, man. That's about as serious as I'm gonna get tonight. But you know, a lot going on right now. A lot's going on, man. And I try to find some kind of fun every day, man. Because if I seriously think about life all day, every day, especially not too long ago. Boy, the headspace I could have been in, was bananas. Y'all, give me 1 second. Coming to the stage, my main man. I'm telling y'all, this is fate because I was gonna hit him up today, but I didn't think it was fair because I just came up with it today. It wasn't fair to it. So coming to the stage, my man, Trap Dizzle. What's up, baby?
What's happening?
What's happening? What it do? What it do, man?
Man, bro, I'm sitting here chilling, bro. I literally just jumped off a live, man. I got some information earlier, man, about Invicta. And I said, you know what? Let me go live and talk about this thing real quick. And I just jumped off and I was looking. I got my computer open. I was like, all right, live. I said, I'm going to go over there in a second, man. So, yeah, bro. And I was listening to what you was talking about, man. I'm like, yo, you owe somebody money?
Yeah, man.
Bro,
We just been hitting a lot of stuff, man. And it's just stuff I've been thinking about, man. It's so much now that I'm semi-retired, man. That's another thing I'm gonna speak on that I want people to start really thinking about, man. That I've learned. I learned by misfortune. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about it now. While we got 5 people in here. In 2023, I was laid off. I was 53 years old. I'm not gonna go through all the details of it, but I decided at that moment I was gonna work for myself. Now that I've created my own time, I haven't even traveled. I haven't did none of the stereotypical stuff. But what I have done was paid a lot of attention to the things that happen around me without traveling, that are free. The things I think about, the things I enjoy, the things I cherish, the things I see on a daily basis is blowing my damn mind. And I'm talking about good things, bad things. But one of the things that I thought about on a positive note that started in a not so positive experience, and so many of us have been put in this situation and didn't look at it as a positive experience because you maybe like me afraid. I wish, y'all, we need right now to find a way, if we can, to retire as early as possible, because it is so much life to enjoy when you're younger than when you're 67 and you're trying to move around or barely moving around. I'm 56 and I'm damn near at that stage because I live that invincible lifestyle age, man. But it's so much out there right now. If we, man, scale back now so you can start enjoying now a little earlier than later, if that makes sense, without me preaching and teaching. Y'all, the stuff I think about now, man. Do you know I got up today to go get a cup of coffee? It turned into a cup of coffee, a bag of Kit Kats at Kroger, bumping into the damn, almost tearing down the Celsius aisle, give me some chips and eating them for free. Then I went across town and bought me a sandwich. I turned it into an evolution, but it was all stuff I had to do anyway. And guess what? I was that person that wasn't in no mother freaking hurry.
Yeah, I feel that.
Trap, talk to me, man. Talk to me, man.
First off, I want to say what's happening to the Griffins, what's going on, what's good, baby, up in this business, you know what I mean? But here's the crazy thing, bro, is where we are right now in the world. You're giving this advice on what we should be doing and things of that nature. I think it's going to start hitting home for some people for real now, because right now is not, it's terrible right now in a lot of instances, man. I looked, they closed 1,000 Starbucks, right? 30,000 people from Amazon lost their jobs, man. And then you got people that work right now that's not getting paid for it. Military folk, the whole nine. So my thing is this, bro, what you're saying, it's crazy because today I went for a walk, right? I literally got back maybe, I've been home for about an hour. Been home for an hour. But before that, bro, I went and I had my coffee this morning. talked to my people, and I drove and I had to take care of some business. You know what I'm saying? Took care of that. And once I was done with my business, I stopped and I went and bought me a vest today because I didn't want to buy a car. I got my coats and stuff in there, but I said, let me get this bubble vest. I went over to TJ Maxx, got me a bubble vest. It was like $20.
Damn.
Calvin Klein. Yeah, Calvin Klein, bro. And yeah, so I got my vest on and I went for a walk. I walked 5 miles one way, sat at the coffee shop, and I just chilled, bro. I had no agenda. I just sitting out there chilling. I was like, man, it really feel good. Cause like yesterday, bro, you seen Jamaica. Was it Jamaica that got hit?
Yeah.
Bro. So I was sitting there thinking about that, like, man, I'm so thankful that I'm not in an area that, you know, they got hit, but I'm praying for those that just got, you know, taken out the box. I don't think nobody really got killed. I didn't see the death toll. I don't think it was like the last hurricane they hit. If anybody died, maybe 1 or 2 or whatever. Not to make light of any death, but like you were saying, bro, you have no idea what tomorrow's gonna bring. So, like, I think you should be working towards, like, not working all the time. You know what I'm saying? You've trading your time for dollars is hard enough, man. But like, I know people that got to do it. They still working in Walmart and in their 60s, and they didn't help build the roads, or they didn't help, you know what I'm saying? They taught kids or whatever the case is. They have contributed to society, and they still doing it, bro, up until like they 70s dang near. I'm like, yo, bro, when you gonna rest? Like, you got to get some rest, bro. You guys get some rest and enjoy the world around you, bro. Cause God, dog, it's some stuff out there, bro. When you look at going on cruises, love cruises. Just getting out there.
You mentioned Starbucks, man. I went into Starbucks night before last. So this is the second time that fool done told me this. I looked at the thing. He had a little. I went inside because when I go to the window, they screw it up. So I said, let me park my car and go inside. Say, man, don't tell me you ain't got no Pike's Place, which is the regular old everyday coffee. Y'all, 7:30. Last time when it was 7. He said, the first time when he said, yeah, nobody offered, this is exactly how he said, nobody offered drinks coffee this late at night. Okay. So I bought it the first time. Okay. I'll wait. Well, the other night, I ain't want to wait. I had all the time. I ain't want to. I said, man, don't tell me I got to wait on this Pike's Place. Oh, yeah, man, nobody drinks. I said, yeah, man, you told me that same, and I cursed. I did. That same BS the last time. I said, you know what? Let me get the manager's card. Oh, they're right over there. I said, I don't want to walk nowhere. I want you to go get them. And he looked at me like he was in a state of confusion. And I was dressed by like I'm dressed now, man. And y'all, boy, I'm telling you, I don't even know. Y'all matching today. I don't know if I'm matching that day. And he looked at me in a state of confusion. And I said, you're one of the reasons I got rid of a lot of my stocks in this company. And you're also the reason I'm not going to call these people. Because there's people like you that need this job, man. But I tell you, there are people out there that are not like me that will call in a heartbeat. Now I understand why Starbucks is in so much trouble. It's people like you. And I walked out. The dude was in. I went outside, just looked. I got in my car, looked at that dude, stood in the same spot. You never know who you're talking to, man. We got Lisa J. Stock. Lisa, I was just talking. This is who I was talking about, y'all. No, I was just talking about her. She did a video. She dropped it. It was 4 hours old, and I was mad. I had it playing on my laptop and my TV in case I missed something. And then when I went outside, I turned it on my phone. No, not so she can just. Yeah, she got 8,000 subscribers. She had hit $100,000 in an account. That's an accomplishment for me. You got to watch the rest of the video to hear the rest of it because it gets even better than that.
Okay.
What Lisa J. Stocks, man, she every day down to earth person, a mother, a worker, doing things out there, man. We having fun, y'all. We talk about, hey, Trev, one of the things I was talking about, hey, man, you ever heard of making groceries?
Making groceries?
Yeah, like if somebody said, "Hey man, what up? What you about to do?" I'm about to go make some groceries.
I
What the hell is that, man? Who you with?
What?
Yeah, man. I had a homeboy used to say that, man. I said, man, where you gonna make them at, man? In your backyard?
That's crazy, bro.
It's just another way of saying I'm going to get some groceries, man. That's why I was saying I was gonna get me some Rosetta Stone. I'm like, shit, it's hard enough to know English, man. You learn. I made
That's
a complaint.
crazy.
You made a complaint about the valet at the hospital. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to, but you know, it depends on the situation, Lisa. Because see, sometimes now, I ain't gonna say I don't, but I'm telling y'all, this place I went to today, it took me 3 times trying to figure out where I was, y'all. I ain't gonna say the name of it, but I'm gonna tell y'all the story behind the trap. Tell me if this makes any sense. Only in America. Only in America. I sound like 4 presidents when I just said that, but I went to this spot, y'all. This is like my 5th. Now, it took me 3 times to figure this whole shebang out. So the first time I went in this place, I got me a sandwich. They said, I said, I want a G13. That's the name of the sandwich. What it said, it was turkey and roast beef. I substituted some stuff. And she said, what size? You want the blunt size? I said, yeah, I got the big one. I want the big one, whatever size that is, whatever y'all call it. I ain't put it together yet. So we go down there. I get out there, man. I say, hey, man, I'll be outside on the phone. I'll be back in to get my sandwich, just let you know. Hell, I run it out to you. I thought that was peculiar too. I said, I can come back here, man. I'm just going outside. I need to make a call. Dude came and brought my sandwich. I ain't putting nothing together. Go back next time, order me another sandwich. Dude say, hey, man, you know, this the first. I said, man, it's pretty cool. I like this place. He said, yeah, man, I'm surprised I'm having a good day. This is the first day I've been here and I ain't been stoned. I said, what? Who does that? Who tells the customer this the first day they've been working, they've been stoned?
Bro.
Ain't put 2 and 2 together. Texas, you can't have nothing like that in Texas. It's illegal. So that wasn't the case. I'm in a sandwich place, y'all. So I'm up in there one day and I ordered my sandwich. I sat down, one of my old folk, I sat down, man. And I looked at it, had a sticker that said alcohol kills, weed chills. I said, where am I? I'm in the twilight zone. Y'all look at the subway, they had that little glass where you can see all your, they had stickers from one end to the other. All of them were centered around that same thing.
That's crazy. I just pulled up Lisa J Stocks. I'm gonna look at that video.
Okay.
I like her thumbnails. Like, this is dope.
She does is dope, and she is also part of Keenan Grace, who's a big time in his Discord group, and she goes live over there, and that is huge. Larry Jones, one of the guys I follow on Stocks. That's how I heard about Lisa. He's an 800,000. Okay. I don't know where he is now at the time. He's like 700,000 subscriber individual.
So
he shouted her out. That's how I found out. I said, man, if he talking about her, she got to be good. I went over there and I've been following her, collaborated with her. She made me a mod on her channel. I'm about to make her a mod. I guess I should talk to her, but about to make her a model, invested with Rod.
Okay, so I'm looking at her channel and I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm laughing at how serious she look on each one of these pictures.
Oh, I did a live with a trap. She told me low key, high key, in the middle key, all the keys available. But it took me a minute to get it. Like, I ain't got time to be playing. We need to be
I'm looking at her, bro. She looks so serious. But like, you know, one thing I like about her thumbnails is how like the wording is like huge. Like my eyes are drawn straight to that, and then it comes to, I'm like, okay, so like over 100K. That's like that. I'm taking it. That's the video that you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up her channel now.
Tech takes over. Yeah, I gotta check this out, man. Cause you know the thing too, bro, is since we just kicking back, you know, just talking.
Yeah, we just chilling.
I've slowed down looking, because you know I'm always looking at watch channels. I've slowed down looking at so many different channels from other people watching that. I've been looking at nature channels, what's going on in the world. There's a
Mhm.
ton of the political, presidential stuff, all the stuff that he's doing, but like there's people that's talking about, I've been looking at those channels that's talking about the problems that they're facing. So I've been watching the farmers channel.
Mhm.
And so I'm gonna look at this one too, because I'm interested, man. I'm just kind of piecing stuff together. Yeah, her stuff is crazy, yo. Like, I just like the thumbnails is dope.
Man, I'm
Nope.
telling you, and her
Oh, dope.
channel, y'all, the layout. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I put it in a comment I left for Lisa today. I don't know if she's ready yet. It's two things I can guarantee you that that's gonna happen when I go to her channel. Y'all, I didn't know she was gonna come in here. She didn't know I was going live. It's not a Lisa plug. I'm just telling you what happened.
Oh no, yeah, hey, bro, you ain't got to get that disclaimer. Just go, hey,
Yeah,
run with it.
she two things gonna happen. I'm gonna learn about a stock I've never heard of,
Mm-hmm.
and or she's going to remind me of something I'm invested in that I forgot all about, like FXAIX. She just
Mm.
hit. Lisa, correct me. I think it was it a 100 shares you just hit it at, or 50? No, I think it was 100 because that was somebody else hit 50 shares of VTI. Y'all, that's not cheap, man. That's a lot of money. And hell, I'm trying to get to 10 shares, but I can't because I'm so spread. And she'll joke about it, but she being real about it too, Trap. She
Okay.
be joking, but she ain't joking. Roger, all over the place. Right, you got stocks everywhere. Look at the SPM. Yeah, that's what it was. SPM, 100 shares of SPM. Yo. I could have swore last month, me and Lisa just started talking about it. Now she got 100 shares of. And
Dang.
y'all, it's just dedicated, man. So my shout out to her. And I'm gonna scroll through this channel, 747 shares of FXAX. And I'm gonna show y'all something here, man. And again, matter of fact, I'm just gonna do it on my phone real quick so I don't take away from Trap and I, because we about to get back into some of this laughter. And hey Trap, what's been going on? What you been up to though, man? Talk to me.
Man, bro, I've been trying to duck and dodge life, man. It's been coming at your boy hard, but you know what I'm saying. I'm still. Hey, I lost 40 pounds in the past 3 months, right? I'm at for like 41 pounds, but like I was this time last year, bro. I was looking at my weight.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I was preparing to go on that cruise, and I had lost 10 pounds before I went on that cruise, but I was 251 pounds this
What?
time last year. Yeah, this time last year. I was still active, still doing my push-ups and stuff like that, man. But like, bro, I got on the scale this morning. I'm 196 this morning. So yeah, bro, I'm getting it, killing it, bro. Killing it.
Damn.
Yeah.
50 pound, damn. And I can't see Trap right now, y'all. I just want to go over this real quick so I can take it down, pull me and Trap back up. 6.82K subscribers, so about 180 or less away from 7,914. She does daily videos, man, weekend, every Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. You got to figure out the other time zones on your own. I live in one and know the other just because I live next to it. She goes live every Sunday for about an hour, and I guarantee you, she said hour, she don't mean a minute and an hour and 3 minutes. She mean an hour. She ain't like BBT used to be. I mean, look at this.
Yo, wait a minute. Now I don't know what the heck FXAIX is, but 747 shares is crazy.
I'm about to tell you the price of it now.
700 shares of anything is crazy, bro.
Even if you had, if it was a $10 stock, which is not, I'm about to tell you, and that's what I was doing, but I saw so much going on. It went from nothing really happening to everything happening all at once. So I'm gonna add this up real quick, and then I'm just gonna put my phone to the screen. And Lisa may have beat me to the point. Lisa, don't blow my high now.
At
All right,
least it
I'm gonna
don't
tell
blow
you what
my
it
high.
is right now. I'm gonna tell you what it is right now. I'm just gonna put the total, I think. Yeah, that's a cool, just FAXIX, y'all. And we're not sitting here talking about things to flex. We're just showing what could happen next. And this is not Rod talking about his account. That's the dollar amount right there. $178,876 just of FXAIX. Not to talk about the 100 shares of SPMO she talked about. And this is just everyday investing. This is a person
Impressive.
that she actually, when you watch that video, she tell you a little backstory. When you watch that $100,000, she tells a backstory in that video.
No, I'm gonna check it out after this, man. And I'm the one, like, so I'm the type. You know what's crazy? I did subscribe to your channel, Lisa, so I don't lose my place. That's what I've been doing lately, bro, is I've been digging into other stuff, man, especially with, storytelling. I've been looking at nature. I'm looking at some of everything else. I've been kind of getting, I'm still rock with my watches, man. I'm learning a lot about the business side of it. Mm-hmm. Right, because I got a bunch of watches. I just did a show, bro. I literally was just online before I jumped over here. I was on for about 50 minutes. And I was talking to a buddy of mine earlier, and I was telling him that prior to the tariff situation, I was talking to a company, and I was like, okay, what does it take to start your own watch company? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I gave them a bunch of designs that I came up with. Mm-hmm. They looked over the designs and we talked about so much. They said, okay, this is great, because we were talking about starting a company right here that people can bring their ideas, put it down. You will have to put up so much of it. So, like, say for instance, you needed $50,000 to start the business. Right. But all I got is 10 grand. I will put the 10 grand in. They will put the rest of it in. But that will give them a huge percentage in your company. And you guys are partners. They wouldn't own it, but they will be the majority in it. Right. So if I put up 10 grand, they put up the other 40, and we put the watch out at a price that all of us can benefit off of, then the next go round on whatever I get, they're going to help me to where I'm going to need them less and less per, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, I got a new design, or I got this. They teach you the business end of it, bro. The watches is very interesting. Like, all the partnerships, all the things that you have to do just to get a company off the ground is crazy. Now it's doable. It's doable. Like, I looked at it, man, like you can do a minimum of $13,000 to start your company. Right. And I got a leg up because I got a channel. So I don't need anybody else promote. I can promote it myself. I can market it myself. I don't need nobody telling them, like, hey, word of mouth. I'll let word of mouth get around. So COVID hit, and that kind of put us on our heels a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because now the price of and the cost of everything went up. So we still got those what they call that, got the kettles in the oven, or however you pronounce it, or however you say it. But yeah, we're just kind of chilling right now to see what happens with the industry in the market. So yeah, let me see. I don't have any merch.
You said merch, yeah. And Lisa, I wouldn't. It's other people out there. I have some. I wasn't happy with the quality of and how they did it. I actually created a coffee cup recently for Investing with Rod that was pretty good. And I got some PBT coffee cups that I'll show, not to sell. I'm not here to try to sell anything, but Lisa just mentioned something that Trap brought up that I was about to talk about, irons in the fire. I like that. And it seemed like what Trap and I are doing is similar, maybe a little different, but it's similar. Like, he's taking what he already is a master of, which is watches, but he's taking it in a different direction. I'm not a master. I know investing, but I'm trying to learn other things about it that I think I've missed, or I don't think I know I've missed along the way. And that's going to be my segue into what I really want to say is, back in the day when, and Trap started a little bit before I did, or maybe a year before I did, not too much before I did, we met each other by going to different channels and learning, and not just saying, hey, what's up? I remember, I want to say Anwar talked about Trap and watches, the red light, the blue light, whatever color light came on, because Rod loved watches. Rod had to take a break from watching trap because last time Rod really was in the trap, he bought about 3 watches. One he wear. I have to lose it to stop wearing. It's a Green Citizen.
Mm-hmm.
I love that watch. It looks just like a Rolex. I got a Boulevard. It's somewhere. But Lisa, instead of hating on Lisa, I go watch her because she's always teaching me something I don't know. Trap, y'all. I thought, hey, can you say that word that start with a T to a billion? I always thought it was
tourbillon.
Tourbillon.
Yep.
He taught me how to say that tourbillon. I still don't know how to say it, but he taught me how to say it. I thought it was tourbillon. Yeah, I'm gonna give me one of them tourbillons when I get some money.
Yeah.
Get a what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, tourbillon. It was crazy. And see, that's the thing, bro. Let me see. I like your background. Thank you. I'm huge into graffiti. I love art, man. Artists, and I think people are losing the touch, like the artistry of what you do, man. That's the beauty of YouTube for me, right? I think some people get caught up, and I've watched so many different channels and not can appreciate it, but I've seen people
talking Trap. I'm just gonna grab something real quick.
Okay. So I just feel that, you know, when people kind of lose sight of what they're supposed to be doing and what they started out to do, you know what I'm saying? So I like you saying my background. I dig graffiti stuff. I actually have another one that I'm gonna have made that has my son in it. So that's pretty much like, I don't even know, it's a Subway or something. And it's crazy because on this, hold on, let me unplug real quick. Over here, if you look up there, where is it at? Right here, you got Wolverine. And what's crazy is, like, I had put it up, didn't know, as I was doing the show, after one of my shows, I was replaying everything. I looked in the camera, I was like, crap, I didn't even know Wolverine was on that thing, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I dig this. I have another. I think I got like 7 backgrounds. I got one for Christmas. I always put those up. I got one for Christmas. I have one for news when I used to do like this news report thing for the channel. I might even get back into doing that type of stuff, man. But yeah, I appreciate that. And I was actually, I don't know what you're saying in these videos, Lisa, but I see on one, you're actually, soon as this thing is over, I'm going to be diving into this. I ain't got to be working till tomorrow evening anyway, so I'm going to be up watching these stocks, because that's one thing, like, that's how I got, you know, hooked up with Rod, because through Anwar. And I didn't see a lot of people doing that. I seen like 1 or 2 investment channels. And it was funny because I didn't know black folks was doing investment channels, which was crazy. But yeah, because every channel I saw was like either an Asian guy or some white dude, which I don't nobody watch this channel and think they're like, man, Trap, like, are you serious? Yeah, that's all I saw. I didn't know.
Hey, Trap, so, I'm gonna show you something, man. And Lisa, please just hang around a little bit. We ain't gonna be here much longer. I'm gonna put me up here real quick just to show Trap this. Trap, don't leave. I'm just gonna put me up.
Okay, I'm right. I ain't going nowhere.
I'm gonna take this down. Now I'm gonna describe it before I put it up. I ran across this when I was moving, and it's got my initials on the front. And Trap, don't get too excited now.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull them out now. Lisa made me think about it because Lisa said she got a Movado, and y'all, no watch in here is over $1,000. I don't think it's one. I think the highest one was maybe $695. And now, don't tell me they'll work because they all work by battery, and I'm too lazy. Once the battery stop, I usually just buy another one. Lisa, this is my very first Movado. I bought this in like 1993, 94, when I made E4. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is Yeah, I should have did it because I want to get. This is my favorite Movado
Mm.
with the little whatever kind of bracelet you call it. And the last time I wore this watch, the battery was working. Then I lost it. And this is my Gucci that they took off when I bought my last Rolex.
Mm.
And this is the most expensive one in this, but I think it was $695. And yo, hey Trap, this OG right here, and I forgot I got it. I think it's automatic, probably not. This is a Movado brand. It's a ESQ OG.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hey Trap, man, I was
Yeah,
that's why I said, man, if I want Trap, I gotta turn the volume down. I said, I can't do that because I
bro.
don't see it. And yo, I keep it's like this is a Movado, this is an ESQ, vintage looking.
Mm. Bro, that's classic right there, bro. That's classic, man.
Nobody will ever guess this watch. Trap might get it. He'll get everybody get it if I put it up close. This is one of my favorite watch. I paid like $80 for this. It's a Saks Fifth Avenue vintage watch from Saks Fifth Avenue.
Yo,
It's not worth any more than $80. It's just
man, bro, that's classic though. That's so I remember my sister, she had one of them jokers, man. Some guy she was dating back in the day, he had one of those. Yeah, his is on a black strap. So yeah, I know about that watch.
I say I never forget where I came from, y'all. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. This is when I couldn't even this is when I went to the Rolex store and tried on Rolexes whenever I went to the mall downtown San Diego. And I didn't even have a car to get there. I had to catch the trolley. But I dreamed. And this is the only watch I could afford then. $29.99. I ain't talking about $2,000. I'm talking about $29.99. Kenneth Cole. I bought from Marshalls or Ross back in the day. And I never get rid of this watch.
Not supposed to.
And I ain't even I'm not about to go and pull them all out, but it's watch that I don't
You
even
got
know.
a nice little collection, bro.
Oh, this ain't all of them. I got a Gucci in there. I ain't about to go get it. This dude, and I'm thinking about giving it to him if I ever find him. But he asked me for that watch every week for about 4 years. And I wouldn't get it. It's an old vintage black dial Gucci two-tone with diamonds. And it's one of the bracelet ends is broken. I can easily get it fixed, but
Right.
But y'all, man, hey, that was just a serious part. Lisa mentioned the Movado. Now, well, a couple of things I want to ask Trap while he's up here. And one of the things I was saying, it seemed like we're going down this same road because what I've been doing is really, Trap told me something personally about 3 years ago that I'm just starting to listen to and paying attention to today. And everything he told me is coming to fruition, meaning it's true. But I guess I couldn't see it when he was telling me. I had to see it on my own. When somebody tell you something, keep it in the old storage locker. Don't always throw it away, especially if you think it's a little bit of validity to it. Because 9 times out of 10, there's a lot of validity to it. We just want it to be a little bit of validity to it. And we look over 99% of the validity. It's, oh man, it might be, it could be true, but and a lot of it starts, it's not, we always want to do this. We always want to do this. It's his fault, it's her fault, it's their fault. We rarely want to do this and point at ourselves and say, maybe it's my fault. And thanks to this man right here, I'm actually taking a magnifying glass view at myself. And it's been very beneficial. And I wanted to tell him that it should have been via a phone call, but what better than to tell him in front of the 4 million?
It is, bro.
Huh?
It is what it is, bro.
Oh man, you wasn't here when I was running for president, huh?
Man.
I said fine. You were here. No, you was live when I was running for president. Y'all, I got to tell Trap real quick. Trap, it's 6 things that I would change if I was running for president.
Okay.
Number 1, I would give free education.
Okay.
Free education everywhere. Number 2, free healthcare. I ain't gonna give you all the reason. Number 2, free healthcare. I gotta put them back up. Number 3 is Everybody get 30 days paid vacation like the military. Everybody. I don't care what kind of job you got, as long as it's full time. It's got to be full time. And oh, that ain't the right thing. And number, what I say there? Free healthcare, free higher education, food costs. They should be capped. They shouldn't be free. Somebody got to grow the plants and raise a cow, but cap the food costs.
Okay.
Now, if I'm running for president, we change these group chats. You got to go to class to be in a group chat. You got to get a group chat certificate. Because you know how Aunt Mary like to think she texted Aunt Bessie on one-on-one, and she texts the whole family and wake everybody up at 2 a.m. Telling her thyroid's messing up.
Wow.
You got to go to school for that.
You got to go to school for group chat. That's crazy.
And the last thing, if I run for president, we can't make it illegal because it's a freedom of speech in America. But it'll be a huge ass fine if I ever heard of you saying this, and then it would be, it is what it is.
Bro.
Everybody, you know what? Everybody be fine. Everybody. I'll be the quickest assassinated dude in charge.
Bro, they would get, hey, bro, they getting you up out that thing. They getting you up out that thing. Companies will hate your guts. They like, yo, 30 days? Like, yep, 30 days, bro. They got it. They got to take vacation.
It wasn't at least I don't even think these glasses working no more, man. All I see is something brown. Retire 5 or 40. Yes, man. I definitely, but how can we look at an earlier retirement age when what used to be security is now a supplement? That's the way I look at it. I'm going to get into the terminology. I'm just saying what used to be a security, I look at it as a supplement. I said last night in my live last night, I don't agree with this. From Navy days to things I did in the Navy to accomplishments I made, I've been told I was legendary. I've never believed that. But I'm starting to wonder, I ain't psychic, but am I a visionary? What they're doing with credit cards, I slacked up on PBT. Well, at first it was out of my control, but when it became in my control, I eased back. Because right on the wall. I saw a lot of companies scrambling, trying to keep the American consumer happy. So what are they doing now? They're reverting over they're moving over to debit cards. Because you got way more of the population carrying debit cards than you do credit cards. The writing's been on the wall. Yeah,
it's crazy. I caught some of that last night. You was talking about Southwest got a debit card.
Yeah. So I got me one. Hey, yo, I can't even get it to work right. I barely got it.
I heard you say that. You went through a whole bunch.
Man. Trap, everything you do with this car right now, because it ain't laid out. I jumped the gun. It ain't y'all wait till I do a quick short or something. Because I don't want nobody to experience the pain that I'm going through. And the only reason I'm going through is I got time. But if you got a job, a family, a spouse, a kid, a grandkid, anything other than yourself, you ain't got time for them. I'm telling you, man, everything you do, you got to do twice. I connected my mobile wallet today. I didn't do nothing no different. I did it the second time. The first time I said, your card ain't valid. Then I did it again at work. Yesterday, I tried to connect my bank. It said your bank account don't even exist. I did it again at work. Everything is twice, man. But yeah, Southwest got a debit card. Y'all, I'm using my PayPal debit card for y'all ready for this? This ain't no investment channel, but I'm using my debit card, not credit, a debit card, getting 5% cash back. And I won't transfer the money to PayPal until I get to the country. Till I get to the register. Y'all call it the cashier. When I get to the cashier and finish ringing up, I go to self-checkout. Don't go to no regular line. When I go to self-checkout and it said $14.56, I go in the old folks mode. I pull out my phone, I start moving a little slower, and I transfer it's 14 days. I transfer $15 from my checking to PayPal via my debit card. It's instantaneous. I look, and it's only got me twice where it time out, and I'd have got it down. Now and then once it transfer, I pull out my little debit card. If I'm really flexing the day, I go and do a little Apple Pay. I don't like that, I don't trust it. Go and get that $14.86, and get what? I just got 75 cents. And once I get $1, don't let me get $1. Don't let me know I got $1 before I get to that car, because I don't care who with me, who riding, and usually by myself. They gotta wait, because I'm gonna transfer that $1 over and buy me some crypto for $1. Debit. I ain't said nothing about no credit card. We got one person. I must took people on a loop with that one. Anyway, hey, Fanny said I gotta vote for president, but I'm about to get. I'm gonna hit Trap up with one more thing, and I'm gonna get ready to get out of here because I am over the legal limit. Damn, we went to zero. Maybe I ain't even online no more. Yeah, we online. Like, so Trap, man, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here? Cause it's just me and you really chit-chatting.
Hey man, bro, look, let me tell you this, man. Keep hope alive, brother.
Now we're back to 2. It's gonna keep going.
Hey, keep hope alive. You got to, man. I hope you're saying your prayers. Pray for the nation, bro. Pray for them folks, man. Woo, that's all I can say, bro. And keep it moving. I like the topic that you had, man. Because I seen you like just having some fun, just kicking back. But yeah, I came in and was listening to what you were saying, bro. If you can get to a point where you can enjoy life, boy, even if you can't retire right now, man, when you work and you trading that time for dollars, you do got to take some time out for yourself. Go for a walk, man. For those that's in the area like mine, I'm in the Midwest. We got the fall leaves, you know what I'm saying? Our highs are like 51 to 55 degrees. I throw my little hoodie on, bro. I go for a walk, man, for like 20, 30 minutes. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like away from traffic, and then all I'm seeing is squirrels. Listen, man, I ain't heard the word frolic in a long time, bro, but I'm seeing animals frolic through the little woods, bro. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy life best you can, because everything else is a struggle, bro. Just you need to take some time out for yourself.
And Trap hit the nail on the head. And one of the things that I've learned is a lot of our worries come from not having time to ourselves. Reason we don't have time to ourselves, it revolves that we think or we don't have enough money and prices keep going up. I don't want to get back on money. But y'all, we got to take the time. And this is one thing I didn't do. I'm trying to make up. I'm spending half the time regretting it. But while chasing the almighty dollar, you also have to take time for yourself. Going to work every day. Somebody used to tell me, a couple of different people at a couple of seasons of my life, you can be gone tomorrow, Rod, and that building's still gonna be there. That name's still gonna be on that building. It ain't gonna be yours. And we know better. And it's a cliche, if you know better, you do better. And that ain't always the case. We know better, but sometimes we may not know how to do better. Everybody else say if you know better, do better. But how do we do better? Just because somebody said go invest your money, that ain't telling me nothing. Just because somebody said go learn how to weld a car, that ain't telling me nothing. Where do I go to learn it? What resources do I need? And then one of the things that's been said, another cliche is we got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We need to listen more. That's one of the truest things I've learned since I've been older. Is I spent too much time talking. Even up until about 2 years ago, I spent too much time talking. Not enough time listening. Listening to the person that may be in need. Listening to the person that may have advice and don't even know they're giving you advice. And the reason I came up with this today was because life recently happened to me when it didn't appear that it was happening to nobody else but me. And I had to weather a hell of a storm. A couple of them. And I was getting frustrated, mad, angry, questionable. Every emotion you could have, I had it. But in the words of Antoine Fisher, I'm still standing and I'm still strong. And that's why I wanted to come over here and have some fun and talk about the old stuff we used to hear, the big mamas. Tanya will come up with the topics on our She'll come up with a type. Well, Rob, we need to talk about the grandma. Then I'll come up with the or she may come up with the ghetto, the black way of saying it. Ain't gonna say ghetto. Ain't neither one of us ghetto, but and then we'll throw some comedy to it. But it's a serious topic. But because we need to have more laughter, man. Have y'all walked around and noticed ain't too many people laughing these days? Ain't nobody cracking jokes but the comedians. Can't nobody even afford to go see them. You know, our way of laughing, we can't even afford to go see our way out.
Yeah.
We got to make our own fun, man. And I go back, I was watching a documentary I ran across on YouTube. I don't even know the name of it to tell y'all. But it was talking about 7 black millionaires that were pretty much just forgotten about or never existed. And they talked about a lady who was enslaved, who was forced to move from the South to California. And if this would have been one of them days I thought I was having a rough day, I'd have had to take a second look and say, boy, your day ain't so bad. I don't care what you're going through. This person made this woman walk. I want to say it was either from Mississippi or Nebraska. Behind a wagon for 2,000 miles to California. Wow, being a midwife and taking care of her 3 daughters. I know I can find something to have some fun with. Because I can't think of shit fun about this. Excuse my language, but I just can't.
Bro, that's crazy.
And I'm sitting up here watching it, and it blew my mind so much. And I'm taking a mental note. I ain't got to write nothing down. I'm taking a mental note. Boy, I can't, when this over, I'm going to research this. Then it started talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, Durham, North Carolina. And I'm going to tell y'all a story, man. This for the people that's been watching me for a while, you've heard me talk about, especially on this channel, I always ask people during my interviews, if you could meet one person, who would it be? And I always give the same answer. And the answer I always give would be my great-grandfather. And the reason being, my great-grandfather left his 4 children 6 acres of property apiece, plus $100,000 apiece in 1976 that he accumulated during the Great Depression, and he was a black man. Well, when I was watching this documentary, one of the 3 cities that they said it over time through history has been torn down and rebuilt was a little place called Elaine, Arkansas. I said, man, I've heard of that before. Never been there, but I've heard of it. I grew up in Arkansas. And it dawned on me. My youngest decided she wanted to go on Ancestry.com. And she found somebody who said they was related to me. And I said, no, I know everybody related. You ain't related to me. Well, this person happened to be from Elaine. I did more research. That's the same place my great-grandfather came from, the same area, 14 miles from this place. All this just happened last week. This ain't happened 20 years. This is all.
Oh, this recent.
Yeah, this recent. My grandpa, he'd been passed since 76, but I just saw it and heard and went through all this in the last few days. And I'm like, yo, man, the population of that place now, this is how quick time can change. In 1976, I was still living. 2005, I'm still living. This person that I'm talking about came from a place that was so prominent that he was able to give 4 people, 4, as they called them back then, colored people, 60 acres and $100,000.
That's what's up.
2025, the population of this place, 454 people.
Goodness.
58.9% black. And I think it said the unemployment rate went down 23% from 2024 to 25.
Jeez.
When I was a young man, this place was prominent. Now that I'm an adult man, this place has fallen apart many times over. We can sit back and say things are going to get better, but history's showing some things are getting better, some things are getting worse, and some things never change. They stay the same. I let y'all figure that out. But that's a maze. Everything I just described is a maze. How are you going to maneuver through that maze? You need, Lisa said it right here, and I want to pull it back up before I get out of here, and it's going to be the last thing I'm going to say. It's something about trap. And I meant to start. Basically, if I don't find it in the next 2 seconds, and I'm not, she basically was saying you need a accountability partner. And that's sometimes that's what we, including me, are so quick to say, I don't need nobody. I got this. Everybody like to say, I got this. But let me be that person that will be the first one to say, I wish I'd have stopped saying I got this a long time ago.
I ain't got this.
Now I really have this. With that being said, man, y'all, man, let's take the title of this live stream. Let's have some fun because we got to, man. Now, I must tell you a saying, and this is true. Sometimes we have to laugh to keep from crying. Right now, man, we look around us. It may not be affecting us directly, but there are people out there going through shit I can't even fathom the thought of.
No, couldn't even.
I can't. I went outside my apartment last night, and it was cold to me. And I had to say, man, let me go get a coat. Or what am I going to be wearing? The first thing came to my mind. The first thing that came to my mind, what are the homeless people going to do? Because I think it's going to be a cold one.
Yep.
I can't change the world by myself. I ain't even trying to change the world. I'm just trying to do my part to be a better person. So, Trap, you got anything before we get out of here, man?
Hey, bro, look, you just said it, man.
I'm gonna pull some. I'm gonna see if it works. I want Trap to. I got to get out of here. We said we was gonna have some fun, and I want to make sure it works and see if I can get it to come up. And Trap, we'll know it may. It shouldn't mute us, so we should be able to talk while it's going. But what I'm gonna show is about 30 seconds. It ain't got no sound. That's why I said we'll be able to talk. But it was something I was playing with, and I'm gonna finish it. But it was something. This here is really gonna be funny because I wanted to do, and I ain't finished. I'm just kind of getting started, but I wanted to do some reflections, some real reflections. So this here's 30 seconds of reflections. It ain't got nothing to do with no PBT, nothing to do with no YouTube. It's just 30 seconds of reflecting. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing crazy or bad. What you're seeing here are all OG pictures of me. That's an MGM suit. I'm gonna talk about that.
Wow.
Rocking money even when I didn't have any.
Wow.
Was a boss when I was. That's me and my oldest daughter.
That's crazy.
I had just came home, and that I'm actually going to a funeral next week, and I dedicated that. That's my aunt. She just passed.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, bro.
But anyway, so looking back at that, I'm gonna pull it up and then I'm gonna take it down. So that MGM suit y'all are seeing right there, it is about as real as a $3 bill, including that.
Wow.
It's all of that is fake, y'all. A Trap. I got that joint in Korea, man. I got the shoes, the outfit, and the hat for less than $100.
Dang.
I got all that for about $100. Every outfit that I'm wearing in here, including the Oakland shirt, came from the swap meet. Rocking the high top fade. I think I was an E3 then. All of these pictures, I was no more than an E3 in all of those. I hadn't even made E4. There I had I'm still an E3. This is a 21-year-old rock. So
wow.
And every one of those pictures, man, I got from like they used to have a store called JW's. It was Jeans West in the change.
Jeans West, I know, yeah. Yeah.
I was getting them outfits 2 for 20, 2 for 40,
And
man.
you get the belt too, bro. You got cologne
Yeah,
you
you
can
got the
get, bro.
whole
Quit playing with
joint.
me, boy.
Hey,
Quit playing.
then I go get me a $5 tie thong, man, and you couldn't tell me I wasn't a businessman.
Bro,
But
bro.
I
I
did
used
what
to
I had to
kill
do.
Jeans West.
Huh?
I used to kill Jeans West. What you talking about, bro?
Hey, man, everybody I knew went there, man. Everybody I knew. And to look at that picture and see my daughter, me holding her in my arms, and now she's 36, 37. And her son's about to graduate high school and taller than me. So it just, y'all, man, time. Let me jump back in these. Got a couple comments. And hey, I got to look at Traps. MCM, yeah, good night. At least we're leaving. MCM, yeah, man. And them shoes was Fila, man. They were, but everything was fake, man. All that came from Korea. One of the pictures, I even had the little pouch. I had a man purse before Anwar started talking about it.
Mm.
But hey, y'all, we're gonna get out of here, man. I'm not gonna hold Trap up. Trap, I thank you for coming in here, man.
No problem, bro.
I guess I don't have to reach out to you, because if it's meant to be, you're gonna be here. And I said,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
because I wanted, but I didn't know what direction. That's really what stopped me. I don't even know how I want to do this. So, but it worked out because you heard it, came up, and we didn't have to have no direction. So,
Nah, hey, you know me, bro. I go live in a heartbeat, bro.
all right. Well, I'm gonna set my closing remarks, y'all, and we're gonna raise up out of here. But hey, Trap, man, salute. Y'all check out my brother. I'm gonna pull it up here. Trap Vision 3D, man. Check him out, man. It's not just about watches. So don't think, oh, he just talking about, no, it's other things. A veteran. He does stuff for the community. He's the walk, exercise. And it's don't just look at one part of a channel or think that a person is primarily talking about this. They may know 100 different other things. So give them a shot, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, Trap. Well, I'm gonna get ready to raise on up out of here, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
I'm about to watch Lisa real quick.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Right on, man. Good day, all of you savvy people.
We got to know. We ain't savvy. We just everyday people, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro. Yeah. It's good to have Trap here, man. That's a real dude, man. I had the honor of meeting Trap in person on a cruise, man. And that dude, what you see on screen is what you get. And that's what we need more of, man. People being who they are. And I could tell you, man, another cliche that we didn't get a chance to talk about. And it's so true. Money don't make the man or the woman, or the woman makes the money. And it's not talking about necessarily making it or putting it in the bank or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, I'm a living testament. You could take me out the South, but you can't take the South out of me. It's going to be certain words that I'm going to say a certain way. It's going to be certain words I don't say the right way. But it was things that was instilled in me a long, probably 4 or 5 years ago. You may not say every word the right way. You may not spell every word the right way. You may not talk the right way. But whoever they is, I ain't figured out who they is yet. There's a whole bunch of days out there, but they cannot take what's up there. I live by that today. And my mother told me that when I was 4 or 5. So we are going to run into trials and tribulations every day. We're going to fall down. We're going to get back up. We're going to get knocked down. We're going to get back up. But the people that I know that don't even know themselves were meant to win. We're meant to fight. We're meant to sustain. We're meant to persevere. I'm the only person that I know that went to the hospital, was there 28 days, and I still don't know what I had. But I'm still here to talk about it. I can make excuses. I wake up every day, something hurting. I don't even have to work. I don't even have to do what did I say today, Rod? You're going to either do a video. I didn't get to do that. So guess what? Now you go live. But Rod, you just went live that night. So that was a different channel. Yes. Anyway, with that being said, y'all, we're going to get on up out of here. Much love. Hope y'all have a blessed and prosperous week. Again, if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, select all, get a video a thumbs up. If you're watching the replay, much love. Didn't mean to be on here 2 hours, but I guess we went all over the place. So much love, y'all. We will be doing some interviews soon. And with the dedication to that, I leave y'all with this. Much love.